Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Even though typically MCOC Trucos, along with rumored leaks, seem to be right about 95% of the time, there is still that small percent chance that this doesn't end up happening. So I want to disclaimer this by saying it's a rumor for a reason. It is not confirmed. So it could happen, but it may not. So don't be surprised either way. But I've been accused, and understandably so, of being a negative Nancy when it comes to complaining about a sixth skin of Iron Man or Spider-Man or, you name it. I'm not saying they all actually have six. It's just a random number I pulled out of my brain. But you know what I'm talking about. I'm just somebody that the Marvel Universe has so many unique champions that haven't seen the light of day in any form that I'd much rather MCOC bring Shocker to the game than another Spider-Man, for example. And maybe I am alone in that regard. I always say this. I'm just going to put out an opinion. It's very frustrating to live in an age where if someone agrees with you, they're a genius. And if somebody disagrees with you, they're an idiot. And the same goes for content creators. I love when somebody comments on a video and is like, Prof, I support your channel even though I don't agree with X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, wait, if you don't agree with me, that means you wouldn't support my channel? You want to have a marketplace of ideas. That is what the human experience is all about. I love when I'm proven wrong because not only do I grow and I learn, but it's also a chance to improve my own intellect as a human being. What you don't want to do is only subscribe to people you agree with, because not only are you fragmented in an intellectual space that is very biased towards your own beliefs and framework, but you also are essentially subscribing to a cult mentality that you only want to believe someone if they're 100% in lockstep with you 100% of the time. With all that being said, we have a champion that a lot of you have told me you've wanted to see for quite some time, rumored as a leak, and that is the right champion of none other than Spider-Man 2099. Shout out to MCOC Trucos as always for these incredibly beautiful infographics that make content creators like me's job so much easier. We also have, is it Penny Parker? I almost said Penne, like the pasta. But yeah, I remember her from good old Into the Spider-Verse. And we already have Spider-Ham, right? So we've already opened the Spider-Verse. We could have a Spider-Verse version of Spider-Gwen. Lord knows we have a sequel coming to Into the Spider-Verse, so this could be another offshoot of that. MCOC would be very smart, and I think they already are going in the direction, to expand in coming months and years that universe for champs, because they're champions we see on screen. They're really popular. I want to see that old school Nicolas Cage voiced black and white Spider-Man. I don't know why my brain is blanking on it. I'm sure there are a bunch of people in the comments right now that are like, he's this guy, yeah, this guy. I love that. Preferably, I would have liked to see him with Penny Parker instead of Spider-Man 2099, but I also know if there's one Spider-Man suit, one Spider-Man copy, one Spider-Man variant that has been requested, it's been Spider-Man 2099. So, Symbiote Spidey, some people might be like, but Stealth Spidey was a huge hit. And now Spider-Man 2099, if this rumored leak is confirmed, and who knows if it will or not, this would be pretty hyped. And we know that Hercules is all the hype right now, even though there is a debate going on behind the scenes as to whether or not he's overhyped. And my position's always, hey, if there's a champion out there that can help you enjoy the game, I know people who are really happy to play with champions like Yondu, right? They love those champions, and I think that's awesome. Who cares about tier lists? Certainly who cares about what I say? If you love a champion and they help you have fun, which is the whole point of the Marvel Casino of Champions, then that's all that matters. At the end of the day, you could love fighting with Mordo or Groot, or Joe can't even fix his own tie. And that's still great. I'm still going to support that. What you don't want to do is complain about everything unless you get a pull that is deemed worthy by somebody you look up to, because the odds of that happening in an average crystal are almost impossible, and that also means the majority of the time you're guaranteed to be depressed and frustrated with the game, which is not why you should do something for fun or as a hobby. So, are you happy or excited about Spider-Man 2099 and Penny Parker? Let me know in the comments below, and a huge shout out again to MCOC Trucos for passing this along.